I wouldn't let them have a nickel until they understand, what a trust does, what a life insurance policy means, what wealth preservation means. Next, family businesses and investment entities are critically important. When families get built wealth, they typically have family LLCs. They have investment clubs. They make sure every family member has some sort of a role in the organization. There's not really in families that are really wealth builders. I'm not talking about rich families. I'm talking about families that are oriented toward building wealth. Their whole economic culture sort of shifts in a direction of ownership and control, and nothing. There's not a lot of talk about needing a job to survive. They've been exposed to different ways to make money, so they're not even really, in a lot of cases, not even talking to their kids about getting a job. Getting a job as the only resort, that's really something that's pushed on working class and poor people, because sometimes we haven't been trained on anything else. Also, what tends to happen is that when families are building wealth and they're into wealth preservation mindset, they don't get caught in things like lifestyle creep, where they will cap their lifestyle even as their wealth grows. So they see money as a way of keeping score, not as a way of flashing and showing off for the neighbors and all this other stuff. And then also planning for legacy, so important. Wills, trusts, life insurance, that really should just be something I would just have all the kids take a class on all three of those things, or go through some training with you on that, just to make sure they understand the assignment. I wouldn't let them have a nickel until they understand, what a trust does, what a life insurance policy means, what wealth preservation means, because if you don't, then you'll get a 22-year-old with a $200,000 who forms a gambling addiction, and then next thing you know, he's throwing away all the money that his mother spent 30 years acquiring, or that his parents left for him. And that's just very unfortunate.